Alright, so in the last video, we started doing this task, and I started talking about doing a more regular series, and I went a little long. I wanted to go 15 minutes, and I went almost 30 minutes on that last one, so this one's definitely going to be a hard 15-minute video. We pulled some cars from the bowl, from the receiving yard, and now we're about to shove them into the bowl, which realistically doesn't make any sense. We're taking cars, and this is the bowl track. Realistically, a train would come in, park on these tracks, we'd take the locomotives off, a crew would come down here with some locomotives, couple onto one end of them, and shove them from that end up and over this track right here, which is the hump yard. It would roll down by gravity. Momentum and gravity would carry them down through all these switches, and they would be sorted into different various destinations. But Train Sim World doesn't have that functionality, so we have to do a bunch of flat switching. So we had to pull all the way past here, which we needed to throw just this switch. I don't know why we had to go this far. We went way further than we needed to go, and that's a common problem with Train Sim World, is you're going way farther than you need to go. And I can't get my reverser to go into forward. Oh, it's because I still had power on. Why? I had turned the power off, and it's like, nope, you still got power on. And realistically, this is a yard, so realistically, we don't have to, blast the horn, but I'm going to anyways, because why not? So let's start shoving these cars into the bowl track, which again, like I said, not something in a real railroad you would really do unless, there was maintenance going on in the hump yard or something, and I don't know. I honestly don't know why you would be doing flat switching in the bowl yard. So we had about 120 yards to go. 920 yards to go before we make that joint. Actually, we're not even making the joint. We're going to walk up there and uncouple these cars, I believe. And then we should be starting the next task after that. I think that's all the tasks we're going to do. Schedule. Yep. Uncouple cars. So we're almost done with it. I just didn't want to go too long with that last episode. Realistically, I could. I know there's a way. There's supposed to be a way to be able to actually jump down there to the front car, but something let me do it. I forget what key button it is. I'm not going to keep smashing buttons until I risk breaking something. And that's an emergency brake application because they want me to go down that track, and the switch wasn't lined up to go down that track. I forgot to throw that one switch under me. Nope. And that was 100% my fault. And when you're doing switching and stuff, you make little mistakes like that. You just got to be cognizant and admit you made a mistake. Well, I made a mistake. But, part of it too is, why am I going the wrong way? Part of it too is I was also operating under the assumption that this switch would have already been thrown by the scenario to line me up onto the right track. That I shouldn't have to be. If a scenario is telling me where to go and what to do, it should also be lining all the switches for me. This is actually a really good argument right here too for multiplayer. I could easily have my conductor, he could have been standing there and be like, oh, stop the train, you're going down the wrong track. And line me out the right way. There we go. God damn, I always want to hit escape. Now we're going down the right track. That's why I also only ever use the independent brake. You don't have to worry about recharging the train brake when you're just doing flat switching with, what, 7, 8 cars. As we're approaching our stop point, I'm going to just cut the power, let the weight of the train, weight and the momentum carry it the rest of the way into the track. There's a way I can view from that car, but it's not like, it's like, I should be able to press 2, and it should, I can press 2, that view. Press 2, that view. Let me do it. And 3-point is set. Uncouple from 8 vehicles. We gotta get up out of the cab. I really do like this. I like how also my conductor just disappeared. I had a conductor sitting there and they're gone now. Like I mentioned having the conductor do this job for me, and then the conductor in the cab disappears. I do love just getting out, and it's more animated than it is in Run 8. Go ahead and pull that cut lever. Love that. The animation of the air hoses, and it's a rubber air hose. It should have some flex and give and wiggle. Getting on and off the locomotives in Train Sim is a lot more satisfying than it is in Run 8. I'll admit that. The fact that the horn lever is louder than the horn. Listen to that. You can hear that knob. Let me just make the volume full here. You can hear the train horn valve over the train horn itself, which is just that's a little bug, you know, it bugs me a little bit. So we only have a little bit further to go. Short throttle idle. I did close that door. I feel like you can get up on the train still rolling though. I wish I could get rid of like that big circle though when I'm like looking at something. Oh, look at this big circle. I mean, I can press that and then I lose everything. I know when I'm doing enough that I don't need these pop-ups telling me what all the things I'm about to click are. But I also am not familiar enough with this yard or with these jobs to know exactly where I need to go, and especially since in order to complete the task, you have to do it exactly how the game says. I realistically don't need to back this train, this locomotive up to here to do the next task. That's the train back into emergency. But look at that, look at that. Our stats are pretty good. The speed limit was 15 for the whole time, and I kept it pretty close and consistent. We did get a little high there, and then we slowed down a lot, and then we got up, and then there was a lot of switching. This was a whole long stretch where we're at 15, but it's like, no, you were much higher. I'm like, no, you were at 15 for most of it, and then this is just some more moving. Time taken 38 minutes. It says 15-minute job, but it takes you 38 minutes to do it. Got a ton of experience points and stuff. None of that stuff matters. None of this. None of. I mean, it's nice to see like distance driven, distance walked, total like that. That's nice. But this. Like, what am I leveling up for? Am I going to unlock, like, more skins? Am I going to get a free hat? Why have levels if there's nothing to level up towards? That's just me complaining. Let's go ahead and hit continue. Is it going to take me to the main menu, or is it going to take me to the next journey? It should automatically play the journeys in order. But, we're also coming up on that 15-minute mark, and I'm like, 15-minute mark. Might actually cut this one a little short and before not dive into the next task. These are some really great screenshots. The only problem is it's all content that I will never buy. Oh, yeah, it does throw me right into the next task. We're at 104. Well, you know what? I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna cut it here a little early, just 2 minutes early. I'm going to jump back to the main menu and double check that didn't skip a whole bunch of journeys, because there's one more. I think there was another one I had to do. I think I had to do one YO2 next. So I'm going to go back to the main menu and check that. Catch you guys next week in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check the link in the description below for my Twitch channel where I live stream running on Fridays, iRacing on Wednesdays, and I put these videos out on Tuesdays. Catch you guys later.